Hello, I'm George. I'm gonna be testing Addison's Scraps project, and to address everything on there, the place testing, the beginning, and a lot of like trees cut in half, showing that they are all trees. We appear on what I believe is a house. We're gonna have three different levels: level 2, level 3, and level 1. For level 1, we have another stair and the exit and entrance of the house. Alright, after appearing, I can identify completely that the main path is through the dead trees, or the trees cut in half, that is open between the two different lines of trees that I have on my right and on my left. So just a run to what I believe is a city. Now, I do believe it's kind of a long walking. I would try to make it a little bit shorter walking, because even running, it takes more than 15 seconds to arrive to the town. Um, Knowing that this is gonna have zombies in it, I do believe that they're gonna make this run in where the player will start seeing enemies around, zombies around, and the city is gonna be like the main event where the player are gonna see more zombies. Especially because we see abandoned carts, and we see these little red lines in here that I do believe can be blood, for example. Here we have different buildings. We have a bridge also. Buildings are done really, really good, with a really good design on them to differentiate from each other. We have abandoned carts, and we are surrounded by a forest, mountains, snowy, pretty white everything. But also over there we see another house. What I believe is gonna be the ending of the level after we clean the climax or main event in the city, starting at the house over there at the beginning of the level, climax of the level, middle of the level, and then the final of the level that it will be, in my opinion, reaching this house, because we see another small path of dead cutting half trees and more trees that hide the house. Nothing was confusing or misleading. I will do have changed, for example, this distance from the city to this house. I believe it's gonna be also a perfect distance from the beginning of the house, the first house, and the city. If the first house, that little walk, or I mean, not little, but long walk, have enemies later on the final block mesh, I do believe it's gonna be way better than just walking in a straight line to the city. Here we have an inside again, with the stairs. I'll go to the second floor, and then the other one that goes to the third floor. Everything looks pretty good, pretty clean. The tree designs are good, especially showing the whiteness instead of typical green, showing that it's a snowy place. And the city is really big. It is really well done. Have multiple bridges, multiple different spaces in where enemies and items can be implemented. Um, yeah, just keep in mind, for example, here, this emptiness, I will put either more trees, or I don't know, maybe continue the street, until another um, building, or just a street with a bunch of cars on an accident, broken, abandoned, and then you follow through their abandoned street, basically, where more enemies would attack you. Buildings are really well done. They actually look like real buildings, and I really like the bridges um, that were implemented. My other thinking was that this is gonna be the main part of the level. Why? Because most cars, especially the white ones, are following through this space, through the bridge, so that will also make the player go through there. So that might be that the end of the level is actually open there, because as you can see, all the cards go to that point in general. But we also have the right side that take us to the second bridge. So in my idea, we have like three different endings: that house over there, this point right here, or maybe on the last block mesh, another part of the city will be implemented. that goes through that side of the other bridge. Well, but like I said, everything looks pretty good, really clean. I really get like the details of the streets, following the zebra walk, the stop lines, different sides of the street, and again the buildings, they are really well done with a really good design. Later they will look amazing, especially that one over there. That one was my favorite. This one here, that will look like a gas station or your typical, place where you put a bunch of items and and create stuff like a factory. Everything's really well done. These things right here, maybe they do not mean to be like that, but everything looks like blood. You make a really good, with a some design at abandoned city on an apocalyptic world. Like I said, I really enjoy this map, and I, I'm excited to see what block match number 2 will bring. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on test the final building of this level. Thank you.